Did you include your audio, JT? If not, I can just turn it off.
Yeah, no, I included it.
All right. All right. I guess let me know when to click, Ski.
All right, I just clicked.
All right.
Holy.
What time is our game? Is it a night game?
Probably so. You going white?
You get to choose whatever colors you gonna rock since you home.
We're going gold.
Gold, all right.
Oh,
Oh. They know you know them, and there's always a little trickle of bad blood here and there, particularly when both teams are ranked as these two are in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the LSU Fighting Tigers, Baton Rouge and Tiger Stadium. As we'll see a team sitting in the top 5 of the conference standings, the South Carolina Gamecocks, taking on a team from the playoff year ago, the LSU Tigers.
I've got a crunch of a schedule coming up these next 3 games.
the mode. Oh.
Pump it up.
The Gamecocks will get us started with the opening kickoff. He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17.
I didn't take a look at your team.
Ain't that far.
Wants to adjust the pattern. To the air, it's Stoneburner. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
It's a really nice job by the defense staying disciplined.
Who is that quarterback?
No,
as soon as he makes the
no.
catch, though, down he goes. Really good job of the tackle.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long.
No.
The yellow thing.
Running back
Yeah.
searching for a hole. They'll knock him down after a pickup of 1 to the 18. Deep in the season, that crisp air all around you, and this feels like a must-win game, guys.
This is a game that will impact the college football playoff. It'll have conference championship
Yeah, this
implications.
is a
and it'll
college
have
football
bowl game
playoff
implications as well.
implications
David,
game.
so much riding on the line in this one.
And you can feel it, man. You can feel the energy. The players this week, they were on high. Like, you could tell they were ready for the...
Oh.
Come on, man.
And a little more
What are you
space
doing?
opening up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30. That throw and catch, a really good example of why
We gotta
just
make
don't
that
want a
stop.
quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest. First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football, create balance, and
Team.
chews up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision is...
Picked off, and the opening drive is
Pick.
an interception.
Man, he threw it right to you, too.
Cranking, but the offense is set up
Yeah.
at the 30.
Hey, sometimes numbers lie, but this quarterback just learned a valuable lesson. These numbers don't lie. One of the best defenses against the pass, and you see why right there. Man, they break on the football. So much speed in the back end.
Rank number
Break on it,
one.
Make the play. This defense is legit, and that QB's finding out firsthand.
Go.
Couldn't find a lane. A pickup of 1 to the 31. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season, or the first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance to show what you're about so you can finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. And really, there's been so much
Who was that,
anticipation
QB?
building up to this top 25 matchup.
A
So
lefty.
which team can control their emotions, I think, goes a long way in who wins this one.
The most.
Here they go, 1st and 10 from the 48.
Saga Politelli. Whatever his name is.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires to the middle.
Oh, come on.
He's lucky to get that one back. Almost intercepted.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone. And they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open. And that's why that one fell incomplete.
And how about
Come on,
the
O-line.
run by that big defensive line?
Great team defense on that one. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Quick
Oh.
screen to the speedster.
Good.
Go.
They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the 1st down.
No first down. That's fine. We got the completion. We had a successful play, and it sets up now a 4th down
We're out of
situation.
field goal
Yes,
range, and
I'm going
we're
for it.
saying go for
If
it.
they don't convert
Oh,
this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down.
Oh,
Complete. And he's brought down after a nice gain. This senior
was
showed
baiting
some
the
serious arm strength firing that one in for the 1st down. And the Gamecocks are moving quickly down the
Oh.
field. Looking to throw on 1st down. And that incomplete
Come on,
pass
man.
caused by the big
Hold
hit
on to
on
that.
1st down. 2nd down coming.
Love the physicality of this secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
They'll leave it with him. Able to pick up a couple down to the 27.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Better get that seismograph ready here in Death Valley. Huge 3rd down coming. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout.
oh,
Oh, nice.
These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
Little touch pass to the receiver. Pass gets blocked behind the line for a loss.
Well, the offense just trying to go with a little touch pass this time, down close to the goal line, giving it to the receiver and hoping his speed is going to be able to outflank the defense, but nowhere to run. Nice stop on the defensive side of the ball.
Back to pass.
Oh.
Close on that one as he got in trouble trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And you've got a golden opportunity here now on 3rd down. I know you just threw an incompletion, but you've had a really nice drive to start this game. You want to cap this thing off, and you want to do that by scoring a touchdown. So think about who your best playmakers are and who needs to get a look on this critical 3rd down. Whether you're running it or you're throwing it, the best players touch the
South Carolina made score. Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. Field shrinks, tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line.
You gotta watch these fellas.
The give out of the gun. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
Desmond Greer.
And not much wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
Not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I know. Block that. How about the offensive lineman push him down backwards and make some holes?
They'll run play action. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
And this is a rhythm timing throw. If they're in zone defense behind, sometimes you gotta wait for that second window to open up before you throw this slant. But not being on the same page, defense breaking on the football, that wasn't a great play by this offense.
Oh, it.
Really good play by this defense, and you know exactly what you're getting with this guy. Man, he is electric. He is dynamic. He'll make plays, so you got to do a good job of containing him in the pocket. And when he starts to scramble, chase from one side. Don't overlap with another guy. Nice job by the defense.
Oh.
They get him out of bounds, but a choke play to wrap up the first quarter, and this offense will carry momentum into the second. They've switched ends of the field, and we're ready to get things started here in the second. They've got a first down here to open the period. They'll run it from the gun. There he goes. Doing damage on the ground as he runs it down to the 11-yard line. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Motion from the wideout. Leaves it with the running back. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal.
And nice job on second down. Maybe you're expecting a pass, but sticking the run in there, catching off balance a little bit, getting a big gain, getting the first down.
Here's the snap, looking to throw. Just trying to drop a little further in there, and it's incomplete.
And this offense shows right away on first down. They're willing to pass down here. Does this soften them up a little bit for the run here on second down and goal?
Screen on the goal line?
Try it again from the line on second and goal. Slams ahead. Didn't get much done on that line. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Third and goal, and let's see if they can even operate in this noise. The give. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Gamecocks. That touchdown gives his team a pretty significant lead at this point.
And that's what you want. You want to start fast. You want everything to come out, start clicking, make some plays. It doesn't always work that way, but when you do, man, the energy, the crowd, everybody's into it. Now the other team better respond.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to pay.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
And listen, Listen, if I'm the quarterback, I'm trying to dump the ball off to my playmaker and make this a manageable third down. Get something positive. But how about the defense? Just reacting so fast, getting to the running back, and getting that sucker on the ground in the open field.
Oh,
He
good
finds
play.
a dead spot in the middle. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
Well, that was a weird one because I think running back screen was called, but the quarterback just saw an open receiver downfield and said to himself, hey, I got to go.
Oh, he's got some space. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before
We gotta
he
watch
gets
him.
to the
He's got to be a senior. Yeah, he's senior. Yeah,
The big fella in the slot.
that's no glove.
Get
Gotta watch
downfield
him.
and create some space and find the soft spot in the zone.
No doubt. You got the big fella in the slot, so you get your matchup. You know it's zone coverage. You know you can put it up out there and let him go make a play. That is a recipe for success, finding that matchup and exploiting it.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Looking for a man. It's Stoneburner. Makes the grab. Plows through the defense.
Somebody wrap
He
him
was
up.
fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And what a job by the defense, seeing the quarterback throw the football, break on the football, no space allowed. As soon as he catches it, defender meet ball carrier and gets him on the ground.
Now facing a 3rd and long. The play action fake. And this
Why
is
did
going
you drop
to be
that
incomplete on
one?
3rd down.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
And the returner will be knocked down. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. They've had a really productive first half so far, and they'll try to add to it here. He found a hole, got about 5. He's down at the 21.
And after having a nice game like that on first down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and taking a shot. Because even if it's incomplete on 2nd down, on 3rd, you won't have that long to go.
Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. You got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line.
Nice poise by the quarterback. Here's a big 3rd down throw. And you want to push the ball vertically down the field, but if the defense takes it all away, check the ball down. Get it to your running back and let him go do the work and move the sticks for him.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
The give on the inside.
Come on, man. Get the block out
Nowhere.
there.
Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Not so fast. You think it's going to be automatic 2nd and short. They're just going to turn around and hand it off. But how about the penetration up front defensively, shutting that play down?
Yeah, and if your defense wants to be aggressive, well, that's fine. 3rd and short, I still got 4th down as well. So don't be afraid to be aggressive on those and play action, because defense a lot of times really expects run. And can take some big shots.
Oh.
He'll have enough for the first down, and they stop him at the 45.
Yeah, that.
They're coming
Yeah,
beast.
nice
They're
job
coming
out
beast.
of
They're
that
coming
short
beast.
yardage
Much
situation
room off.
play
Much
call
room.
there, David. They needed 1 yard, and they picked up 2.
Underway, underway, underway. Don't shoot, don't shoot, don't shoot, don't shoot. No, 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 no.
Oh, my God. Just do it all on your own.
And the quarterback is toast back at the 35.
Well, obviously, at this point in the first half, the defense is finding themselves in a hole. You just get the feeling that they're going to get back in this. They're going to need more plays like that. They're going to need sacks. They're going to need turnovers.
Go and
They're
kill
going to
me,
have to
bitch.
create negative plays to get themselves some momentum.
Unleashes one.
No, that was a bad throw.
Misread a mistake from this quarterback.
Bad.
Sometimes the quarterbacks feel like they just got to go get it all back in one throw. That's what he was trying to do on that one.
The most.
Forced it into traffic, and the defense made him pay, coming up with a huge interception.
The give to the back.
What kind of angle is that? Safety?
And once he found open space, the band might as well
Chilling man going nuts.
And that's a nice drive, a nice physicality, punching it in with the run game. And here's the thing, I like where this offense is going. Nice job creating some momentum, going into the half, cutting down the lead. This thing could get really exciting. Nice job answering the bell right before the half.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score.
Holy.
No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Use the play fake. Now to throw. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Pressure affects quarterbacks, and this guy's one of the best in the nation. I don't care how talented you are. If
No,
you're weak,
no,
you're not
no.
going to throw completions.
Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line. Yeah. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get 4 points on the board before the break.
You don't.
They are calling for their defense in Baton Rouge. A huge third down.
Baton Rouge.
From the gun, wants to pass. Pressure coming.
Oh, yeah, go.
He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37.
Really nice awareness that time by the quarterback. He knew exactly where he needed to get to pick up the first down. He's scrambling on that play, and there are a lot of guys out there that would slide, that would try to run out of bounds, protect themselves, but that was really tough.
Oh, good.
He put his body on the line to go pick up that first.
The offense wastes no time
JT
getting
was
the
trying to
timeout
use
call.
her.
Right, second quarter, getting closer to the half. Offense is still having a lot of success stringing some first downs together. Defense is going to need to figure something out before they get
What
to
is that
halftime.
corner sitting,
I'll
man?
tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Looking to go up top, and time's running out the half. Always a welcome play from the defense as they get a sack at the 47. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Now the play fake. Throws for the
Oh,
tight
good
end.
play.
Finds a man on the left. Gets it down to the 33. They pick up the first down. Got to use their time wisely. Looking downfield on first down.
Oh!
He'll get one. Makes a connection.
Oh, what a
Gets out of
throw,
bounds
man.
after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a first and goal. The Gamecocks started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. With the run on first and goal. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. Well, the most insightful analysis I can come up with on that one is that didn't work. Back to the drawing board to see if there's something that works a little better, sir.
Or if I can quote the great Reese Davis, that was very ungood. Not a productive first down play.
Wants to throw. He's working against the clock.
Oh, they're
Quick strike through the air for the score.
And how big is that for this offense? Put a nice drive together, get the touchdown, add to this lead already. Everything right now, Palmer, going their way.
Yeah, that was as good a two-minute type situation as you could have offensively. And David, they've got so many weapons on this offense. They practice these situations all the time, and they put it to work here at the end of the first half.
He'll bring it back from
Oh,
inside
shit.
his line.
Man.
I've always been doing
Return
run
will be
zone.
brought down. Final seconds of the first half. Let's see if they can pull off a little magic. Looking for a crease to the left. Tying it up. He's forced out of bounds at the 23-yard line. A good pickup to give this offense some operating room. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Here's a hit. Pass is incomplete and half comes
All right,
to a
all right,
close
all
on
right.
that play. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. LSU ready to boot it away and open this second half. He'll bring it out. It's Ellington. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
It did. The quarterback is in already. That was obvious in the first half.
Make a better
So this
throw.
first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him, so I expect more of the same here in the second half.
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. So you really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Better get that seismograph ready here in Death Valley. Huge third down coming. Grabbed over the middle. It's Ellington. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
From the gun, running back on the move.
No.
Efficient run gets it up to the 40.
We need a voice.
And you know, when we talk about great third down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on first and second. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up third and long. So that's a missed opportunity on that second down by this defense.
That'll be enough for the first down, and they'll mark it at the 48.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what we saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that.
Off play action. And he gets home. They knock him down. Back to the 35.
Well, that's a phenomenal individual effort getting that sack. What a dominant play. And I'll tell you, playing here at Death Valley, a play like that now is going to get this crowd hyped up. And that's something as an opposing quarterback you do not want. Take it from me. I know it from experience. I remember my true freshman year playing at night here in Death Valley. That was the first time in my life I understood what the term hostile environment is. This place is scary when the crowd gets involved. And that sack right there is going to light them up.
And the O will stay out there and go for it on 4th and inches. Trying to get it to there he goes. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, South Carolina.
No way.
They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance. And they knock through the extra point, and they're up 28-7. And a huge run from the back for 6.
Man, it's nice to have a running back that can do that. That makes everything else easy on offense. Hey, hand it to that guy. He makes a big play. Yes, please.
And he gets this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic.
Big drive
but they get
for
him
the
on the ground
Tigers.
at the 20. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. There's still plenty of time, but you see that 21-point deficit, and there is a sense of urgency now. Out of the gun, the inside give. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Man, oh man, that ball carrier was just shut down.
And I tell you what, they need some push up front too, right? They got to move those defensive linemen out of the way. At least create a hole so your running back has a chance. Not there. He didn't have it.
Got his man quickly. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Man, this sophomore quarterback
47 is a
unleashed a
lead.
cannon on that one. They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Try to get it to the edge.
Oh, yeah.
Just willed his way for a couple out to the 35.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
It's complete
Get
to
him.
the left. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
You know, tight ends are such matchup nightmares and problems for defense. They're too big for DBs to cover, and they're too fast for linebackers to cover. You saw it right there.
To the air, it's Stoneburner. Rush is on him. Finds his back in the middle. Coming through that third down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback in the first progression.
Good play.
Knocked out of bounds at the 46 after the good pickup on that one. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Finds a man in the middle.
Should have been picked.
And talk about spreading the ball
Headed to the
around,
fourth.
everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. Wants to throw again. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be second down.
I would not want to be the offensive coordinator right now. This offense has a hard time completing the forward pass and making plays. And now you're down, and they know to rush the passer. They know the pass is coming. I'm not sure what the answer is because this offense is just struggling with passing.
And it's knocked away and incomplete. The defensive back staying in phase and batting it away.
One of the biggest reasons today why this offense is losing in the game is they haven't been able to get it going throwing the football. This guy still has not thrown a touchdown pass. They thought coming into this game they were going to have tons of success throwing it. But you got to give the defense credit. They watched the film. They're mixing up their looks defensively, trying to confuse this quarterback. And again, on that last deep shot, it falls incomplete.
Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. Fourth down. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
And they decide to go for it. They decide to be aggressive.
That was a
trying
good
to throw
try.
the football down the field.
Almost.
Receiver, quarterback not on the same page. No dice. Turnover on downs.
And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. There have been few obstacles for this offense as they are starting to pull away here in the second half, Jesse.
And this has been a dream game for this play caller too, right? It's like anything that he's calling is working flawlessly.
Yeah, it's fun to be the offensive coordinator, but not the defensive coordinator. They have had no answers. It's been an absolutely miserable day trying to solve the riddle of this offense.
Oh.
After taking a shot on second down, they're staring at third. You got a big lead in the fourth quarter, and you take that shot, and you stop the clock. And it's a long shot, but you're letting teams hang around.
And I prefer to win. Like, I want to make sure that, you know, if I'm up, I'm going to run the...
Oh, he's got some space. Major gaps in that defense, and he got
Why are we
loose,
getting
and they
hurt?
finally knock him down at the 41. And the Gamecocks will line it up on 1st and 10. From the gun, the ground game. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to solve this game and get it done.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. It'll be 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Unloads it downfield. It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on 3rd down. The Gamecocks will line up to punt it away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line.
Because he's able to get that ball down deep in his opponent's territory, that really helps out the defense. You're now forcing the opponent to drive the field to score points.
The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next week. He was looking for some place to put his foot in the ground, but the defense was everywhere, and he's knocked down behind the line. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Off the play fake.
Oh, my
And it'll be a safety. After giving up
You want to run the timeout, or you want to keep playing?
God. It
You
don't
could
matter,
tell the
man.
defense smelled it. They knew exactly where they were on the field.
Up to
put
you.
the
If
pressure
you're ready to
on
hop
him,
on
got him
work.
down
All right.
in the end zone. Safety,
wanna.
baby.
All right. You can run it out. I'll put on 2 o'clock. Let's see. Let's see. Coaching. 2 o'clock. I'm just going to run the ball.
South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. They had this thing in a hammerlock at halftime, and now they are really ratcheting up the pressure, David.
And I tell you what, this offense doesn't have to change a thing. They've done what they wanted in the first half and starting off the second half in the same fashion.
And I like how they're letting different guys get involved, too. They've got so many different playmakers all over the field.
And some room to work.
Oh.
Breaks into the open. A big play. Gets it into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 44.
And man, nobody home on defense. We've got to understand the option starts with the quarterback. Somebody has to have that guy. The defense blows an assignment, and the quarterback takes advantage and makes the big play down the field.
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did.
And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield.
That's an interesting call going play action on 3rd and long because the defense is not worried about you handing the football off. That's not freezing anybody, especially these defensive ends. They're going right up the field, and you saw that time the pocket collapse as they were able to get to the quarterback.
And the punt hits at the 8 and goes into the end zone for the touchback. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. And the last time they had the ball, they wound up giving up a safety, Jesse.
Yeah, that was ungood the last time they had the ball. So they got to do something here offensively to get into a rhythm, running and throwing the football. Try to find that consistency.
And try to find something positive with this offense. Forget about the safety. Those don't happen very often. Try to get some first downs together.
And man, are we going to have a massive game at Willie B next week.
And the defense makes the stop after a minimal
The
gain.
Tide are going to be rolling
And this
into
defense is
town.
more than happy with the offense running the football. They've done a great
Gamecocks are
job
gonna be
today. I mean,
9-1.
they've really made this offense work so hard, earn everything they've got.
That is going to be a playoff implication game.
Quarterback now breaking the field.
Oh,
Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
Man, it's so hard to keep a rabbit in the cage. That quarterback, right? He's going to scramble around. He's going to make plays. And when he gets outside the pocket, you're just trying to get a hand on him. How about getting a hand on him, forcing a fumble, and recovering it? Great job by the defense continuing to chase him.
You didn't play camp, so you're irrelevant right
3
now.
yards out of bounds with somehow it's 2nd and 7.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like, just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything is working.
Dumb.
Turning it on.
Such a tough spot to be in on defense.
GG's,
because we're
JT, I'll
trailing.
run it
You're
out.
expecting the offense to run the football. They
GG.
just did it on the last play, and then on a critical 3rd down, they go play action, and they throw it over your head. You got to feel for this defense.
It's time for art.
Don't want to risk anything here. The quarterback takes a knee.
Anvil Blueprint.
Coming into this one, we wondered whether these guys were a little bit overrated, and certainly they did nothing to dispel that notion.
They were playing angry today, and I know talking to some of their players, David, coming into this game, they felt like they were being disrespected.
They need to be
A lot of people
shown
thought
the
their opponent might
ways.
get them today, so they took this opportunity to make a statement and make an example out of